Buckle up, space cadets. We're about to embark on a journey to the edge of our solar system. And when I say edge, I mean way out there, where even light takes years to travel. Welcome to the Oort cloud, the cosmic freezer where comets chill, literally. If you thought Pluto was far, oh boy, you're in for a treat. The Oort cloud is so far out, it makes Pluto look like our next-door neighbor. We're talking about a distance of up to, wait for it, 3 light years from the sun. That's right, 3 whole light years. To put that in perspective, if the Earth were the size of a grape, the Oort cloud would stretch from New York to Tokyo. Now, you might be wondering, who in their right mind discovered this cosmic deep freeze? Well, meet Jan Oort, the Dutch astronomer, who was apparently really good at looking into the distance. In 1950, Oort was like, hey guys, I think there's a giant cloud of icy bodies out there. And everyone else was like, Jan, have you been drinking space juice again? But old Jan was onto something. He just couldn't see it. That's right, folks. We've never actually observed the Oort cloud directly. It's like that friend who swears they have a girlfriend in Canada. We'll take your word for it, buddy. So how do we know it's there? Well, it's all thanks to comets. Long-period comets, to be precise. These are the drama queens of the comet world. They swoop in from the outer reaches of the solar system, put on a spectacular show, and then ghosted for thousands of years. Oort noticed that these comets were coming from all directions, not just the plane of the solar system. He was like, Eureka! There must be a spherical cloud of icy bodies out there. And thus, the Oort cloud theory was born. And astronomers have been scratching their heads ever since. Now, let's talk about what's actually in this cosmic icebox. Imagine trillions of icy bodies ranging from the size of mountains to, well, really big mountains. These aren't your garden variety ice cubes, folks. We're talking about dirty snowballs of doom. Okay, maybe that's a bit dramatic, but these objects are made of frozen water, methane, and ammonia. Basically, it's a giant cloud of space popsicles, forbidden popsicles that could potentially wipe out life on Earth. But don't panic. The chances of that happening are about as likely as you winning the lottery while being struck by lightning twice. So, how did all these icy bodies end up in the Oort cloud? Well, it all goes back to the formation of our solar system. Cue the dramatic space music. About 4.6 billion years ago, our solar system was just a swirling disk of gas and dust. As planets formed, they started playing cosmic pinball with smaller objects. Some of these objects were flung inward, some outward, and some, well, they got the really long end of the stick. These unlucky space pebbles were yeeted so far out that they formed the Oort cloud. It's like the solar system's way of saying, we don't want you, but we don't want anyone else to have you either. Now, you might be thinking, if these objects are so far away, how do they become comets? Great question, imaginary viewer. It's all thanks to our galactic neighbors. You see, the Oort cloud is so far out that it's affected by the gravitational pull of passing stars and even the Milky Way itself. Sometimes this gravitational tug-of-war sends an icy body hurtling towards the inner solar system. As it gets closer to the sun, it starts to heat up, and voila! We've got ourselves a comet. It's like cosmic delivery service. Except instead of pizza, we get a spectacular light show in the night sky. But here's the mind-blowing part. These comets take forever to complete their orbits. We're talking anywhere from 200 to millions of years. That means some of the comets we see today might have last visited Earth when dinosaurs were still around. Talk about a long-distance relationship. These comets are the ultimate long-distance travelers. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the alien in the room. Some folks think the Oort cloud might be hiding extraterrestrial life. After all, it's got water, organic compounds, and it's really, really far from prying eyes. But before you start planning your alien beach vacation, let's get real for a second. The Oort cloud is cold. We're talking negative 220 degrees Celsius cold. That's colder than your ex's heart, and about as hospitable as a winter in Antarctica on steroids. So, while we can't rule out the possibility of life entirely, it's probably not the kind of life we'd recognize. Unless, of course, there are creatures out there that thrive on being frozen solid for billions of years. In which case, hey, alien popsicle people, give us a sign. Now, you might be wondering, why should I care about a bunch of frozen space rocks? Well, aside from the awesome factor, the Oort cloud is like a cosmic time capsule. These objects have remained relatively unchanged since the formation of our solar system. Studying them could give us valuable insights into the early days of our cosmic neighborhood. It's like having a 4.6 billion-year-old history book. If that history book could potentially smack into Earth and cause a mass extinction. But let's not dwell on that cheery thought. Instead, let's appreciate the Oort cloud for what it is. A vast, mysterious realm at the edge of our solar system. It's a reminder of just how big and wild the universe really is. And who knows, maybe one day we'll send a probe out there to take a closer look. Of course, with current technology, it would take about 30,000 years to get there. So if you're planning on watching that live stream, I hope you've got plenty of snacks. In the meantime, the next time you see a comet streaking across the night sky, give it a little wave. It's traveled a long way to put on a show for you, and it might not be back for a few million years. And remember, somewhere out there in the vast, cold expanse of space, there's a cloud of trillions of icy bodies just waiting to be discovered. The Oort cloud, where comets go to chill and astronomers go to question their life choices. It's the final frontier of our solar system, at least until we discover something even weirder out there. And in space, there's always something weirder. So keep looking up, space fans. The universe is full of surprises and very big, very cold clouds.